felt so deep. Where I am now, better than before, through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place, until you walk with grace. Where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Everette, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live at WMVA 88.9 or WGPL 1350 Studio, all you have to do is go to Everette's Facebook page or Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, go to 1400 AM or 1350 AM, and you can hear us all over the world. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM and WPCE 1400 AM and WMVA 88.9 FM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on social media everywhere. And go to YouTube at Cristo Records 1, Cristo Records 1. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll shout you out. We promise.
Shout out.
Mr. E, how was your weekend?
Well, I had a great weekend. What a wonderful, a little cool, but it was a great weekend.
Yes, I had a great weekend, everybody. I hope yours was great. I got a chance to do a little this and a little that. And my grandson was over yesterday, and we cooked fish and shrimp and all kind of good stuff. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful time. I want to wish my sister a happy birthday, Anna. Happy birthday. I love you. I got to call her today.
Happy birthday to Anna. Happy birthday to Anna. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to Anna.
Oh my goodness, that's my twin. We look alike, even though my sister is older than I am. We got a kind of the same look when we were coming up. People thought we were almost twins. But anyway, I said almost twins. But anyway, happy birthday, Anna. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Mr. E.
Yes, ma'am.
This is our FYI Mondays Sports Talk and Black History Month.
That's right. We want to say congratulations and to all the TRT riders on today. Today is Black History Month, and the TRT and the train riders that's taking this train.
Even the train?
And the trolley. That's a part of TRT. You get a ride for free today in honor of Miss Rosa Parks.
That is the nicest. I haven't heard that on the news, but Miss Lee, thank you for giving us that tea.
That's right. Today, they're honoring Miss Rosa Parks. So if you're going to catch the trolley or the TRT bus today, it's Free.
That
Free.
is marvelous. Now, Friday, Mr. E, we discussed Black History Month, and we honored two wonderful ladies, Michelle Obama, First Lady with Barack Obama as president, then Miss Katherine Johnson, the mathematician, NASA. Today, we're going to do some more honoring some sports figures, and I'm very excited about that. We also discussed whether this month was enough, and some people said, hey, give us more, more than a month, but we also said that, hey, this is a time for celebration, teaching, and just making it every day. If you want to celebrate it every day, you can do that.
That's what all year long should be, a grand celebration for Black History Month. It shouldn't just be set aside for just 1 month or 1 week. Every day above dirt should be a celebration of African American history.
Absolutely. Now, Mr. E has some sports figures here, and he's going to share some of their accomplishment and who they are.
Miss Hinton, I like Marcus Allen. He used to play for the Raiders.
Wow.
He turned 63 today. 5 facts about the Hall of Famer and the runner, including 2023 Hall of Fame class. There's 371 former NFL players who can say that they are members of the most ironic fraternity in professional football. Only 91 of those players can claim that they were inducted in the first year of eligibility. Marcus Allen, a former running back who started for both the Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs, is on the short list of the Hall of Famers to be the first ballot to be inducted.
That is absolutely awesome.
Marcus Allen, he has a Heisman Trophy winner at USC. Allen won Offensive Rookie of the Year honors after a stellar first season with the Raiders. He went on to enjoy a highly successful career that includes a league MVP, Super Bowl MVP, and Comeback Player of the Year. Yeah,
absolutely.
That's Mr. Marcus Allen. And we say congratulations to the 63-year-old football player for the Raiders and the Chiefs.
Absolutely. Yeah. Great teams.
And then we got another one, Miss Hinton. I love this guy also. He plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mean Joe Green.
Tell us about him.
Mean Joe Green is a 1968 consensus All-America at the North Texas State. With Pittsburgh #1 pick in 1969 National Football League draft, almost from his first game, the 6'4", 275 pounder showed the superstar talent that established him as the defensive foundation in Coach Chuck Norris. Program that produced 4 AFC titles, 4 Super Bowl victories in 1970. Wow. Playing left tackle, Green was named the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year in 1969 when he received the first of his 10 Pro Bowl invitation. His name, he was named All NFL 5 times and earned All Conference recognition 11 consecutive years, and 1969 to 1970, in both 1972 and 1974, when Green was selected as the NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
I didn't know he was African American.
Mean Joe
Green. Do they say how he got the name?
They go, you're mean. I tell you, mean. He ain't take no hostages.
Wow.
And he played for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Amazing.
Then there's another one, Miss Hinton, that we want to give highlights to and recognition to. Is that guy by the name of Mr. I call him Mr. Earl Campbell. Mr. Earl Campbell, a 5'11", 232-pound ball carrier. Dynamite from the University of Texas joined the Houston Oilers
All right now.
as the first player to take in the 1978 National Football League draft. Yeah, the first player to earn all Southwest Conference honors 4 years. Campbell was consecutive All-American and a Heisman Trophy winner in 1977. He was born March the 29th in 1955 in Tyler, Texas.
Wow.
And you would think somebody coming out of Texas would be a Cowboy fan, but he became a Houston Oiler.
Houston Oilers.
That's right, Miss Hinton. That's right. And one thing about that type, about Earl Campbell, he took the NFL by storm.
Amazing.
Right from the very start in 1978, he was named the NFL Most Valuable Player, All-Pro, and Rookie of the Year. He won the league rushing championship with 1,450 yards and was named to the AFC Pro Bowl squad. He was more of the same the next 2 years with NFL rushing titles, MVP honors, and a consensus All-Pro claim each season.
Wow.
That's Earl Campbell. That's Earl Campbell.
Earl Campbell.
That's Earl Campbell. And our last one, Miss Hinton, and I like this fella. Who is the man that would risk his neck for brother man?
Mr. Jim Brown.
Mr. Jim Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Jim Brown was a superb craftsman whose primary job was to run with the football for the Cleveland Browns.
The Cleveland Browns.
The Cleveland Browns, I got to give it to. For 9 seasons, he did it in better than any player before him. When he retired at the age of 30, at the peak of his career, he left behind a record book clock with Jim Brown notoriety. Brown was more than just a one-of-a-kind running back. He caught passes, returned kickoffs, and even threw 3 touchdowns, his 12,302 rushing yards and 15,449 combined net yards put him in the class by himself. Jim Brown was an unanimous first-team All-NFL pick 8 times, 1957 through 1961, 1963 to 1965. He played in 9 Pro Bowls in 9 years and was the game outstanding back 3 times. He closed his career with 3 touchdown outbursts in 1966 Pro Bowl. We want to say congratulations to Mr. Earl Brown, Mr. Jim Brown, Mr. Marcus Allen, Mean Joe Green, and Mr. Earl Campbell.
Well, Mr. Brown went to do movies.
That's
he was
right.
an advocate.
Who is the man?
Yes.
Yeah.
He did a whole lot of things. Great actor.
That's right. He was an advocate too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it says in the summer of 1966, Jim stunned the sports world with his announcement that he was retiring. Said fans still ponder what heights he might have reached had he stayed on the firing line a few more seasons. As exceptional as Brown's statistics were, his durability may have been even more amazing. Despite a constant pounding from defenses always tackle against him personally, he never missed a game in 9 years. Yeah. You know, it's something, Mr. E, because, you know, even though it's sports, we don't take it lightly, their profession, because it takes a lot to get there. Everybody does not get to the NFL.
That's right. And, you know, Ms. Hinton, when we speak about the NFL and the AFL, and I think Jim Brown was one of those players didn't have no bird cage. He had that one bar to go across his face mask, and, you know, and he didn't have all these safety devices that, you know, that the football players are having today. You know, he was flat out battling running back Earl Campbell. They said Earl Campbell used to wrestle cows. You know, he had a cow farm.
Are you serious?
That's right. Earl Campbell from the Houston Oilers, thighs big as both of our bodies. They say. They say that he was built because he wrestled and bumped up against cows that he had in his stable.
Let's mention our friend, Johnny Walton.
Mr. Johnny Walton.
Yes, he's been one of our guests throughout the years. He is a champion as well. He was a former quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's right. He was the first African-American quarterback. And a lot of people got him mixed up, the first African-American quarterback, with Randall Cunningham. Mm-hmm. And so they put a statue out front of the Philadelphia Eagles stadium of Randall Cunningham. And then they had to take it down and put Mr. Johnny Walton up there. We want to say congratulations to Mr. Johnny Walton, who played the first played behind Mr. Don Meredith, who was a cowboy just as well. One of the things I want to say about Mr. Johnny Walton, not only did he play with the Philadelphia Eagles, he played with the Indianapolis Colts also. Wow. And he's from this side of the river. He's Elizabeth City city councilman today. He's right down there in Elizabeth City, and he's a city councilman in the city of Elizabeth City. Went to Elizabeth City State University now, and I talk with him daily, and what a great man that he is. Very humble, and he's got 2 books coming out, Miss Hinton, and he was also named as a Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So our hats goes off to our own Mr. Johnny Walton.
Miss E, let's talk about this weekend sport. Did you miss the games?
I missed the game, Miss Hinton.
I missed the
football game so bad. I thought when I looked at football yesterday, they didn't play the Pro Bowls like they used to play. In the Pro Bowl, they played football.
Oh,
this time they played tiddly.
Was it flag?
It was flag football. Little children football, and I mean flag football. And I want to say congratulations to the NFL. They won.
Yes,
they beat the AFL. So, two brothers can go back and argue. But congratulations to 5 catches and 3 touchdowns, Mr. C.D. Lamb of the Dallas Cowboys. We want to say congratulations to you.
Congratulations. I'll tell you what, I missed the games too, Mr. E, but we got the biggest game coming up in a week.
In a week. That's this Sunday coming up.
The Super Bowl game.
Super Bowl game.
Oh, my goodness.
Will be played in Sin City.
I wish I could go to Las Vegas to see that.
They call it Sin City.
Sin City.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fabulous. It's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs against the
Kansas City Chiefs against the 49ers. That's right. And not only that, we'll be in San Francisco that day, all the way from Norfolk, Virginia, fighting in the ring of Sin City. Mr. Kiwa, what's his name? He's a boxer now. I had his name.
Go ahead and Google him, Mr. I'm curious to know about that.
He's from this area.
And it's going to be going on at the same time, during that week. Yeah. That is absolutely marvelous. I hope you all are ready, excited. Your team made it to, I think Sheila's team. Good morning, Sheila Robbins. Good morning, Anna Salario. How you doing, Annie? Annie, who is your team? I don't know if I've asked, but do you have a NFL team that you can root on?
How can I ever forget this young man? He's come all the way from Norfolk, Virginia. He beat the Pan Am Games in 2019 World Championship and 2020 Summer Olympics. His name is none other than Mr. Keyshawn Davis. He will be boxing there. He's from the Granby High School. He graduated. He was born in 1999, 24 years old, from Norfolk, Virginia, and will be boxing while the Super Bowl is going on in Sin City lightweight.
So, Mr. E, have you ever been to a professional boxing?
Never been to a professional boxing match in my life, but I have hung around with some of the great Mr. Pop Joyner, Bobby Joyner, and also
our friend. What about our friend?
Pernell Sweet Pea
Whitaker.
We was just in the ring, him and I. You remember we went down to our young men out there.
Young Men Achieving Success. We went and he was out. He hosted us at his place.
That's right.
And he's been here on FYI Radio
That
Show.
Is so true. That is so true. So we want to say congratulations to all the accomplishments, and our heart goes out for the Whitaker family. You know, Pernell said, "Look, he said I still got it. He said I got the muscles. I can hold it up." I said, "Thank you, sweet pea, but just don't hit me."
I'm telling you. But anyway, getting back to the NFL Super Bowl, I hope you all are going to check it out next week, Sunday, in Las Vegas. And Mr. E, what is your prediction?
Well, I predict that the San Francisco 49ers are going to walk away with all of it. Yeah.
It's possible.
I believe that the San Francisco, it ain't going to be no razzle, no dazzle. It ain't going to be somebody that's going to get out there and flea flick and do whatever they can do. Taylor Swift have several seats.
Taylor is everywhere.
Taylor has several seats because them boys, Samuel will be out there, and he's going to show out that young 24-year-old Mr. Purdy. He's going to show what he can do.
All right, so Mr. E, let's talk about it. What is it that the 49ers have that you feel like they're going to come through? What tell us about their team and why you see it like that.
The 49ers, Miss Hinton, got a great old Caucasian boy that's a running back. I mean, he's a little bowling ball and don't mind running that ball. And then they got Mr. Samuels out there that can catch and run too, and great wide receivers. Now that young fella and the team they got team camaraderie. They are playing as a team. No big eyes, no big U's.
Oh, I like
they
that.
all want it together. You know, one thing about the San Francisco 49ers, they have the same amount of Super Bowl rings as the Dallas Cowboys. So they are representing the NFC. So I'm going with the NFC, and because I'm an NFC superstar, you know, my team is a superstar. And yes, I want to say this to everybody out there, and I know y'all don't want to hear it, but the Dallas Cowboys will win the Super Bowl this year.
Have mercy. Look, Roberta Carter just popped up. Good morning, Roberta Carter. Okay, so now, Mr. E, let's talk about the Chiefs. Listen. The 49ers not playing no punk team now. This is not the Chiefs' first time at the rodeo. So look, tell me, what could the Chiefs do that could help them to get to the top?
Well, Miss Hinton, when you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, you find that there's a fellow by the name of Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
He is a hard fella. He won't go down easily. He play in pain. He plays above the rim, and I'm proud of him. You know, the Kansas City Chiefs, they're under the head coach of Andy Reid and the owner of Mr. Clark Hunt. And they won the championship in 2023, 2020, and 1970. So I'm looking at the Kansas City Chiefs not to win. Not to win.
Is it any man's game? You got two big time football teams going toe to toe.
You know, I'm looking for the Kansas City Chiefs not to win. And you know, they got a good roster. They got good players on their squad. They got quarterback Patrick Mahomes. They got running back Jared McKinney. They got running back Isaiah. They got wide receiver what's her name? Taylor Swift boyfriend. He out there too. You know, so that I'm looking for them to get out there. Taylor Swift, congratulations to you for standing up against Donald Trump.
So So, Mr. E, my grandson was all in it for the 49ers. I don't know what happened. I asked his dad who he felt was going to win, and his dad said the 49ers. My grandson jumped on his dad and said it was going to be the Chiefs. I don't know when he changed his mind, but he definitely changed his mind.
He saw Patrick.
I'm a little nervous to make a prediction because I believe it's any man's game. You got two great teams. The Chiefs, they got their record. And like you said, Mahomes is up there. Then you have the 49ers. Their season was pretty good,
That's
too.
Right. You got that youngin' against a veteran.
Yes.
That boy, 24 years old, going against a veteran.
Oh my goodness.
And one thing about Patrick Mahomes, he can throw that ball sidearm because he used to be a pitcher too.
Wow.
And he's got great.
Really?
Yeah, he used to be a pitcher, and he's got great talent.
Okay.
I mean, he don't mind playing hurt. He's another morale. He know how to boost the morale of his men. He knows how to get the job done. So he's a motivator as well. He knows what it takes to pull them all together. So my prediction,
yes,
is the San Francisco 49ers.
Mr. Philip Plump, how are you? What's your prediction? Sheila Robbins, who do you think are going to win? Roberta Carter, your team is not in it, but hey, what do you think? Also, Mr. E, have you seen the price of tickets?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you?
Nosebleed section. I mean,
goodness.
let's not talk about the front box, the box office, or any of the small seats
club,
down at the bottom.
That.
Let's go to the nosebleed section. High up there in space, where you got to use a pair of binoculars to look at the football field. $1,000 or more.
Ooh, that's the nosebleed. Can you imagine the skybox and all that and the front row seats? It's a lot of money to go to the Super Bowl.
I want to say good morning to Miss Adrian E.G. 93. Good morning to you. And Queen 33. Brittany, I want to say good morning to you.
Mr. Philip Plump said his team is the 49ers. Oh, the 49ers. Sheila Robbins said her team, she predicts the 49ers as well.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes.
Yes, good morning. I enjoy listening to you guys every morning. But I'm going to predict it. Philadelphia Eagles point.
Girl, look, a lot of folk, look, I even wanted them to go. I'm disappointed, but I'm keeping hope alive too.
Thank you for calling.
Look,
Philadelphia Eagles predict that they go in the Super Bowl. Philadelphia Eagles, bye-bye.
But you know what? I think everybody's holding on to their team. Dr. Brooks came in here and he told me I would throw a shade on his team.
Well, we was giving accolades.
I think so. The Pittsburgh Steelers.
We was talking about Mean Joe Green from the Pittsburgh Steelers. I can't help that they lost. They ain't winning.
But everybody's holding on to their team, even though we have the two teams that are going to the Super Bowl. I'm so sorry, but look, it's been a wonderful season. We have enjoyed reporting on the NFL. We're getting ready after the Super Bowl to go over to the NBA. I heard a whole lot of drama. A whole lot of drama over there, Mr. E.
God, I mean, it got so much fighting going over there in the NBA. I mean, they out there fighting. They ain't playing no ball. They fighting. The telephone number to dial if you want to give your prediction right quick, 757-624-9475. Call us right now and let us know who do you think gonna win the Super Bowl.
Mr. E, I'm too nervous to give a prediction. To me, it's any man's game.
Well, I'm gonna give a prediction. I'm be like the lady, really, the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh my! I told you, y'all keep holding on to your team. Look, we got high hopes for all y'all's teams next year.
But here's something I want to drop in the air, Miss Hinton. Here it is. You ready for it?
I'm ready.
There's going to be two Dallas Cowboys squads out there.
What do you mean?
There's going to be two Dallas Cowboy teams out there. It's going to be one, they call them the Commanders.
Oh,
Good morning.
Good morning. All right. She said 49ers all the way.
Thank you for your call.
Everybody rooting on the 49ers now, but Philip Plump said he's a Seahawks fan.
So
that's his team.
But there's 2 Dallas Cowboy teams out there.
Why you say that? I'm surprised you saying that.
For the coach from the Dallas Cowboys
is over here.
Is over in Commander.
That is amazing.
So he's taking everything that he learned in the Cowboys over to the Commander.
Well, look, you all don't forget our upcoming show tonight, FYI After Dark. Join us at 6:30 on all social media platforms. Look, come over here for a second. We're going to give you some other tea. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett. If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor, give us a call at 757-714-7861 or inbox or email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. Thank you so much for tuning in.
All right. We're there. Look, we're almost there. We have a few more days, y'all. Make sure, look, you get your popcorn. We got a call.
Good morning.
Get your popcorn. Get your wings and things.
Thank you
your
so
sliders.
much.
And let's get ready to have
Cowboys.
a party. Somebody just called in.
Let's say the Cowboys.
The Cowboys. You know, you got a lot of Cowboy fans. But look, we're going to have a wonderful time. You all join us. We're going to do a little bit of coming on and talking to you all, looking at the game and seeing who's going to make it all the way to the top.
I want to say good morning to Mr. Robert Nathaniel 71. Thank you so much for tuning in to listen to FYI of Instagram.
Oh, that is so marvelous. All our platforms. You all make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, make sure you say something and share and tell folk about FYI Radio Show.
Yeah.
We really want to make this a great show. If you all have any suggestions on how we can do just that, make it greater because it's already a great show. We would love to have your input. Don't forget to join us this evening for FYI After Dark. We're going to just talk about a few things. We're going to we'll probably bring sports talk in on it.
That's right.
You
That's
all
right.
come on so we can have a good show. We just got a lot of things we want to talk about, and we want to see you there. 6 o'clock on all social media platforms. We're going to be there, and we're going to be there waiting for you.
That's right. That's what it's all about. So we want you to join us tonight at 6 p.m. on all social media platforms. And if you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor on our social media platform, give us a call at 757-714-7861. Our inbox is at Everette Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, FYI Facebook page, or email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com.
We are very excited. This is Black History Month, and we're making it big. We're celebrating it. Even though, we have that month to highlight it, we're going to continue just to celebrate it whenever and however. We're going to make sure we're in our community, and we're going to be, telling all kind of information about how we've accomplished things and the things that we can invest in our kids to make them better. We have the Young Men and Women Achieving Success Program, Crystal Community Development Corporation, and we are going to continue to teach our children our history. We're going to teach them life skills. We're going to teach them how to give back. And that's what it's all about. Yeah, we celebrate this 1 month, and they, put it out there for us to really do what we do. But we don't forget that celebrating is also serving and serving those that need us and teaching those that need us. Do you know there are a lot of young people that resent their high treasure, that resent their color. They don't want to be dark skinned, or they don't want to be this or that. And this is a teachable moment wherein you can, uplift them and motivate them to love themselves. This is what God made you. The skin that you're in is the skin that God put you in. And so we have to celebrate it. African-American people, we got to love and embrace our color and
That's right. Our
who we are.
culture, yeah.
Mr. E, there was a conversation the other day on social media, and this guy who was hosting his podcast said that, even within our culture and race, there are some problems. He said that you could see maybe 4 ladies, and there's one extremely dark, and said that most African American men would not migrate to that, and he said she's as beautiful as anybody else. Said they usually want to migrate to the lighter skinned women. He said he see it all the time. He's an African American man, and he says that's what he sees. And that's a conversation to be had, because we say that Black is beautiful, but then we our appeal, we're not we may not be, some people may not be that attracted to a dark skin because of what we've heard or how people have treated dark skinned people and things like that. And so for that reason, I feel like we should be teaching, within our race,
That's right,
things that help us to not be prejudiced against people that are darker, or not frown on people that have dark skin. I was teaching in my program, Too Good for Drugs, and there was a young man that was extremely dark, but extremely handsome. They could not see the handsome face through his dark skin, and so he was bullied for his skin being so dark.
Miss Hinton, they got a saying out in the street: the blacker the bird, the sweeter the juice. That's what they say. So hey, we should never knock our own kind. We should love each other. Treasure, did you get that role together? Treasure's in acting class.
Oh, how marvelous!
Not perform today. She got to practice today.
Yes.
And so you supposed to be in class instead of being on FYI.
Treasure's a regular. Thank you, Treasure. I know you're still getting your work. I'm sure she's still getting her work and doing things like that. But make sure you tell your friends about FYI radio show, okay?
And I want to say to Treasure also, you're doing a wonderful job. Keep up the good work. And thank you so much for your support.
She's beautiful.
FYI. And she wants to be a model.
She's a beautiful young lady. She should be. And so, look, that's what I'm saying. Make sure you are uplifting our children. Make sure you telling them how beautiful they are. No matter if your skin is dark. I'm dark skinned. It don't matter. It's wonderful.
That's right.
It's wonderful. And so you all make sure you uplift our youngins and let them know no matter what color you possess or you are, you're still beautiful. And that's
wonderfully made.
And wonderfully made. So we're going to continue our FYI Black History Month, Mr. E. We still have Black History facts and inventions and things like that. And we still have folk that's going to come on. We also on Valentine's Day, Mr. E, we got a special.
We got some letters coming.
We got those letters coming. Listen, if you want us to read your letter about love and relationships, send us your letter. Mr. E, what's the email address?
The email to send it to is FYIRadioshow@gmail.com. Send us your letter.
We'll read it.
If you want us to read your letter
and critique it.
And critique your letter and talk about your letter.
And talk about your love life. It could be anonymous. You don't have to give your name or anything. Right. You can just send it to us and, give a hypothetical or whatever. If you want to give your name, that's okay. But we're going to be the guru. We're going to be the love doctor. We're going to have a fun time on our February 14th show. Valentine's show.
Do men get Valentine's gifts?
They get them, but mostly we get them, and I love that. Huh?
You got a mouse in your pocket?
What kind of mouse?
You know the one say, wee.
Look, men, you all get gifts. You may not get the Valentine's candy. I don't think y'all into it, but you all get something. We appreciate men, just like men appreciate us, but we get a little bit more.
That's right. That's right. The stores are loaded. The stores are packed. Come Valentine's Day, that's almost one of the biggest paying.
It really is.
That's almost one of the biggest paying events that goes on for women.
Absolutely.
And men, you can't go home.
If you better not go home
unless you you go home with a little bottle of candy. You better find something. Absolutely. When you go to the house.
So we'll be back this evening We have some great shows coming up this week. Don't forget the Royal Ladies Pie. You all can get that pie anytime, and other desserts are coming along with that with the pie. Other things on the menu for your special event, special occasion. You know, if you have some kind of conference going on or whatever, a wedding or whatever, those pies are available anytime. Also, don't forget to go to bulvicacademy.com, BULVIC academy.com. Get your books. Bullying is right underneath your nose. The Diary of a Former Bully. Get the game Bulvic, BULVIC. You can also get it on Google Play. You can get it on Apple.com and play the game. It's a great game. I was playing it last night, Mr. E. And it's a game that I've designed with a group, and it is really a marvelous game for kids and family. Don't forget, if you want to be a special guest, intern, or sponsor with FYI, Miss E's going to give you the tea. But before that, new music, a new single is coming out, Yolanda Hinton. I'm trying to figure out the best time to drop it, but I want to drop it with a video, so maybe that is going to be the hold up until I get that, and then, hey, put it out in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
So, Mr. E, how can folk be a special guest sponsor intern with FYI?
Just before we go to our special, give you the information how to become a special guest, I want to say this Wednesday, Mr. John Moulton from H&R with H&R
Yes,
Blocks
that's
Tax
right.
Return will be our special guest on this Wednesday, and then Miss Sandy. I ain't gonna mess that lady name up.
Okay.
She's gonna be our special guest. Let me tell you a little bit about Miss Sandy. Miss Sandy, she helps pardon criminals. I mean, those who have probation that's been did hard crime. She helped them to get their rights restored and help them to come back into society.
Yes.
So, hey, we're going to talk with her on Friday. That's what's underneath your hat. Issues concerning women. Who's going to be our special guest? Bringing with a special program that she have going on to help our young men, our men who have did their time.
Mr. E, that's deep.
And now bringing them back into the community.
But do you know why? Because the history of how we've been incarcerated and stuff is like tragic.
You know, I was just riding last night. Where was I going? I went to the market yesterday, and I saw some of the cats riding bicycles and just standing there. I said, now this cat must have been, and I'm assuming, I'm not saying he was. I said, this cat must have been incarcerated. He don't have nowhere to go and nothing to do.
Wow.
Now, there's also a new health thing opening up over in the city of Portsmouth.
And what's that?
That's helping people who has HIV, help people that have diseases. Its grand opening is today at 12 noon.
Okay, well, I tell you what, we will continue to share this information with you all. Don't forget to join us this evening. Don't forget to tell folk about FYI Radio Morning Show, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9:30, and also FYI After Dark. Don't forget to follow us. We need the numbers. And don't forget to take good care of yourself. Have a wonderful day and join us this evening. Mr. E, if that's it, we're going to see you all tonight.
I want to thank you so much for tuning in. And Treasure, get back to class. Get back to class, Treasure. And I want your prayers. So listen to your prayers. My grandbaby, she's going into operation today, doing an outback operation. So outback. She's doing an out, you know, one of just go in and come out operations, you know, and she won't be laying down too long in there. So out, what is that called?
You making me confused.
Well, she's going to the doctor today, so we still listen to your prayers, and you know, thank you so much. And don't forget to join us tonight. Don't forget to join us tonight at 6 o'clock. And for more information, if you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor or audience, give us a call at 757-714-7861 or inbox us at Everette's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Facebook page, FYI Facebook page, or email us at FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. just in case you don't understand what I mean about being up in the audience, send us your email. Send us your email, and we can pull you up where you can be right here on the same screen that we on. And guess what? You'll be right there, part of our audience. Okay? Okay. 2 up, 2 down. Outpatient. That's what it is. She's outpatient.
Thank you.
Today.
You had my mind. I was like, the only thing I ain't gonna tell you what I thought.
So keep her in prayer on Monday. Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, you all. Have a wonderful evening.
Have a great day. 2 up, 2 down. Ride the trolley for free. Bye now.